Even when you scraping and scrambling, you back and moving a lot. You scraping and scrambling. I like it when you do that. You know, I deal with the greatest. Yo, you listen to what I'm telling you to do, you're gonna be great. Then nigga, he talk to you about me. What the fuck do he know about me though? Yo, I need this shit to go crazy right now. I need to feel this shit out in Africa. Where you see me at right now, this is my place I come to.
What's going on, man? What's going on? Excuse me. Yes, y'all, we are back, and this is officially Tubi Tuesday. I ain't gonna say Tubi review is gonna be always on Tuesdays, but hey, what's going on today?
You with that picture?
What picture?
That.
Oh. What picture? Hey, if y'all don't already know, this is heavily influenced by Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, and of course, most of the allegations that he has going on recently, and just some of the weird stuff he's had going on throughout his career. But as far as this overall, I guess you would call it parody movie or whatever they trying to do, it's also taking some influence from another movie called American Psycho with Christian Bale. This is pretty good movie.
I just recently watched somebody review this because I didn't want to watch it again because it's a pretty long movie. At least it is to me. I can't remember.
And it's disturbing to watch too.
Well, they were reviewing it and they were making a lot of points about is this the like with you not knowing is this his real name because so many people call him different things. And then, like, the allegations of him being possibly homosexual. Because, he, like, the fashion, the way they talk about it, the way he talks about it, the way he talks about other people's clothes and stuff like that. And it's like, you could be in the fashion and not be gay. But at the same time, it's like other things that he do, you just be like, what maybe he is. And then, like, seeing that parallel with the whole Diddy thing, and it's like,
that's one thing I gotta give them credit for. A lot of these similarities to situations that they tried to pair with the Diddy allegations, or even just Diddy moments, like I said, throughout his career, and what they with Patrick Bates' character from American Psycho, it did parallel together. So I want to give them credit for that. As far as the creativity they did with it,
to me, that's what made it funny, and that's what kept it interesting. Because
especially the way they did the ending though, it worked. We're gonna get to it though, but we are introduced to our music mogul, B City, as they would call him in this Tubi version. Even with the names, I said y'all created with the names, and I say he is probably the most looking version of the I would say celebrity characters they got in here.
What you talk about?
Everybody else.
What? I tell you who really looked like themselves.
You said who?
Kanye West. That's because they didn't show. They had his face covered up. So yes.
You ain't a god. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna get to this.
That shit was hilarious. I was like,
yes, as far as just movie analyzing, we are introduced to this music mogul from the East Coast called B City, and he's doing an interview, and they're kind of going into some of his strange moments, and I guess this will be a play off the Breakfast Club interview when they was asking him about some of them strange moments. And of course, those strange moments, talking about drunk champs. Of course, they are making a play off drink, but yeah, drunk champs.
Bro, like I said,
and
I'm
see, I
gay.
had almost forgot
Real.
that they did the whole thing with him saying happy birthday. Because I was like,
it's
oh,
so
shit, he
didn't
didn't say
you
he
can
was
find
saying
these
happy
clips
birthday
online.
to, he sung it. Oh, I know.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
When the last time you sang one of your friends happy birthday? Especially with their shirt off, like
with all of us in a family gathering and we all sitting there saying happy birthday.
Exactly. Like
yes,
y'all was
man,
at a swim party or something. That's the only way you sing it to another man with his shirt off, and y'all like 7 or something, and it's like happy, you know.
Well, you make that sound a swim party, like we some little kids out there playing happy birthday.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he was giving, but also it was kind of weird because it's 2 grown ass men, and it's like, I mean, like I said, I'm not down in anybody's sexuality because whatever, be who you are, but like that's sus, sir.
Montana look uncomfortable, but anyway, he's very uncomfortable. They going into more so the strange interview B City had on Drunk Champs and him singing happy birthday to Magnificent, aka Fabulous.
Magnificent. The brother got the only name that I want. He won. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
The fact that they had that fake
Hey, he was at the groove. He stayed in his role. He stayed in his position. I should have got
honestly
more.
though, that's how Farnsworth used to look though. He was in the background. That's why I was like, where he at? We need him to talk. I want to hear his story. He writing a book.
Showing just how everybody seems very uncomfortable around B City when he's just trying to seem like he's just showing love. What's going on, Tony?
What's
I was about to say it, but I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I got to about to come down with a cold, Tony. But yes, we are talking about African American Psycho, the hip hop freak, and we introduced to this hip hop mogul right here, B City. But after this strange ass Drunk Champs interview, then we get to more of his daily routine as far as him getting up, getting himself together, his workout routines, his facial care, and of course they're making a play of Patrick Bateman, American Psycho. Once again,
this is
parallels though.
I mean, to me, it's funny because they were talking about like. It's funny because they were talking about like men doing skincare, and I was like, yeah, most women turn heterosexual men onto skincare because I don't know many do. Like, I mean, I'm being honest.
Hey, one thing they was trying to do as far as representation though, it was like they were trying to show a bunch of the black skincare as far as the whole B City thing, as far as what they was doing with him. I was like, I see y'all.
I ain't mad at
I ain't
it.
got no tea. What you talking about? Unless we
He
talk
said
about uncut his talk, and that's most. Let me know. Besides B City, but yes, just showing him getting into his daily routine as far as just the way he talks about getting himself together and taking care of his body and taking care of himself. And like I said, if y'all ever seen American Psycho, of course they making a play off there. But we started to get to some of B City's, I guess, jealous tendencies once we get to him in the club around some of his, counterparts, some more people that's in the music industry. And we start to see some of the things that he's just not too fond of. especially when it comes to his lady. I don't want to say, I was about to say the wrong name, but I gotta wait.
Oh, look at that shape up. The perfect blend with his glass skin. Hey, yo, man, niggas is working, man. Niggas is working down here. 6 pounds. Hey, yo, but you ain't got that answers, nigga.
You not a god? I'm like, what?
Bruh, the Kanye West portrayal is hilarious. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this, as much as these people don't look like who they're supposed to be, the fact that, like, to me, this is still better casting than the Aaliyah movie on Lifetime.
Man, you. Hey, and even them just trying to embody the actual celebrities, I was giving them credit for. Because once again, we got Rick Ross showing up, and these are people who B City has been associated with. Of course, they saying P Diddy has been associated with it as far as in the music industry or whatever. But we got Ross, we got your boy Kanye popping up. Of course, this is off him doing the Vultures promotion. You know, him, Ty Dolla $ign, and the whole thing. I'm a god and all that. Well, you know, he been saying that shit forever.
Mm-hmm.
But things really kind of awkward when we get your boy Kid Cudi showing up. Because they not trying to hide. They not playing off people's names. Is they calling them something different? Because maybe I'm tripping.
I don't remember. But I do. This is my favorite scene though, because like I love the fact that, because you know, in American Psycho they do this with the what you call it, business cards, and he talking about the paper and the lettering and stuff like that. But they doing it with their CDs, and it's like they talk about the cover and stuff. And I was like, that is so creative, because like literally, like I get it. It's funny. It's funny.
And they trying to do it from I guess a time frame, because you gotta know we're not doing CDs no more. So I guess it was coming from the perspective of that time and day when he was, I guess, in the kind of the 90s going into the 2000 eras or whatever. But I think it's more so when your boy B City is starting to notice Casey. Casey is kind of giving some attention to Cuddy Kid. That's what I'm gonna call him. Hell, I'm gonna try to mix y'all names up a little bit. Cuddy Kid, and he not with that. So we get them kind of going at it outside of the club, because of course he's not gonna show his ass in front of everybody. He got to make sure he gets some privacy. And of course, once again, they are throwing just the implications out of everything that's happening in the real world as far as pertaining to your boy P Diddy, aka B City. But your boy B City, he really upset, and he's so upset that this kinds of getting him going into this massacre mode where he feels like he got to start killing.
Boy Cuddy, that's his name.
Boy Cuddy. And I knew it.
Boy Cuddy.
They was giving them fake ass names.
Yeah. Rolls Royce, B City, Casey. Yeah.
Boy Cuddy. Think about it, kid. Boy Cuddy. I'm gonna give y'all some credit, man. Shout out to y'all in the creativity, even with the names and everything. But B City, he's upset. Once again, watching Casey, because I got to make sure I do the name thing. Casey, pretty much.
He did slip up and call her Casey in one of them scenes, though. He really did. He slipped up and called her Casey.
That's hard to do. That would be hard to do.
Yeah, Casey is pretty easy to mix up.
This is kind of the start of B City's murder spree.
You smoke fucking new boy. Right, yeah, you smoke. I got a new boy for you. I got a new boy. I got
That's the same way American Psycho started off. Like, that's his first kill that we actually see is the homeless person, and then I don't know. It's like, okay.
Oh, thank you, mister. Thank you. You're right. I'm cold out here. It's
You know what a fucking loser you are?
what?
The dog.
I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't trying to get him to do the dog. I was trying to get that part. John Wick over here watching this. But yes, once again, I like to throw them scenes in there because I am a fan of the movie American Psycho. So when they was doing them little plays in there, I was always catching them, and it was funny the way they was doing it. But this is kind of B City getting upset and going on his spree. First victim, homeless guy just asking for a Newport. But we kind of see his control, the control freakness coming out of him when he shooting this music video, and everybody ain't got too much clothes on. They smiling not right, like they look not right. Whatever the hell he was out here saying. Y'all got
Had
too much
on that
clothes.
bad boy jersey.
Nigga had a Henny bottle and a fake Ciroc bottle. Diddy would never. But yes, well, he can't now because he ain't. But anyway, even before all of that, you know, the whole thing with the liquor stuff. But yeah, my boy B City is out here, and everybody, this is more so, I think, playing off how they would say, I guess, Puffy. This made me think about Tyler Perry. And I'm sorry, Tyler Perry, I'm not saying it like that, but I guess the parallels with the Atlanta episode, Mr. Chocolate, and the whole thing with him running his business the way he running it and being a control freak and want everything run a certain way. He just didn't come up. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all didn't catch that. But if you watch the Atlanta episode and Tyler Perry, you know all that, but you would get it. But yes, this more so showing B City just kind of wanting things run a certain way, and this kind of going into his strangeness again. Especially telling people to put their clothes on and take their clothes off. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe you can answer this for me. This is when things kind of got a little weird for me when I didn't know what the reference was. With the shoulder rub, I'm like, what's going on?
Who was rubbing his shoulders? Oh, see, all of this part made me think of the made me think of like Making of the Band stuff. Cause like he had I don't know, man. I saw clips of the what's that day 26 thing. I didn't watch the whole thing because the clip that I saw was very disturbing, and also I refuse to give what's that man name? I'm trying to think of his name. I refuse to give Vlad any of my views. And that's who they did the interview with. So if somebody can give me the video and it doesn't count towards views for him, then I would appreciate it. But I refuse to give Vlad any of my views. But yes, like just, and it's funny because like if you, one you cannot go back and watch like Making of the Band, Day 26, none of that stuff, because they don't show those reruns anymore. They don't show this, like you can only find clips online. But but yeah. It's a lot of
definitely watching on YouTube. It ain't clear quality.
It's a lot of stuff
allegedly
that allegedly went on, and it's just like it's sad. And yeah, like trigger warning, if you do watch the Day 26 video, you about to see 5 grown men crying, and because one grown man then went through some shit. So it's just like I don't know. And then the fact that they just like the fact that they were not showing reruns. The fact that they were not showing reruns when this man was out, it says a lot, because if you start to analyze even like just the little clips and knowing what you know now, especially like the way he was talking to Aubrey O'Day, like how he was telling her, you trying to be a sex kitten and all this stuff, but then yet she was like, the fact that I wouldn't participate in what he wanted me to participate in is basically the reason she got fired. But he tried to make it seem like she was being too sexy.
He did
And
that
I'm
shit.
like,
Guilty as fuck.
she been saying that she got fired on TV. Like she been talking
I didn't mean
shit.
to do that, y'all. I was
She
trying
never signed the
to
she
show the
never
Beat City
signed the
thing. My bad.
NDA. She didn't accept the royalties. She don't care. I'm like, but yeah.
But maybe y'all, if anybody come in the comments, y'all know anything behind the voluptuous chick that's rubbing B City shoulders and what this got to do with the actual Diddy? Because I don't know what this is associated with. So I just wanted to know where they was getting at with this scene right here. So maybe y'all can put me on because I don't know. But
You
anyway,
you can play a drinking game with this
I
movie.
caught on
Blake.
the deal. I caught on later. I did not recognize that this was supposed to be a play off Drake. And the whole thing with the song that they got into the fight over. I was like, oh, I caught it late. Blake.
I wish they would have had J. Cole on here so we could see when he got into a fight.
Man. I'm glad y'all didn't do J. Cole like that. By the way, we gonna talk about J. Cole too. I know the song Out Clouds. I know y'all. I done seen some people hit me in the car. I know. We're gonna talk about it. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give my opinion. Blake, my boy Blake. We pretty much got B City going over a song. And my boy Blake trying to tell B City, I don't think this is the right song for you, brother. And of course, I'm thinking, was this the actual conversation that kind of went on with Diddy and Drake? Where Diddy was like, they beat good, but Drake was like, I think that's better for me. I don't know if that's, you can hype it up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how you come on songs and you talk good, But yeah, I like the way, once again, they made the reference to that. Like I said, I caught this later, and I keep forgetting that Drake did have some braids. But once again, people don't look like the actual celebrities in the movie. But
how you forget? Kendrick reminded us. Was it the braids?
Man, Pusha T did too. But hey, Pusha, Clips, y'all about to piss me off. I'm not gonna do that right now. I gotta wait uncut beats and mics. I'm gonna wait, but y'all, these little snippets and bullshit. We've been waiting on this fucking album since 2024. Anyway, my boy Blake up here trying to tell B City, like, yeah, I think I can handle this. Like, you can produce, you do what you do, but let me do this. And B City, he just sitting there, and I ain't gonna front. I'm watching this and I'm thinking, like, it's probably moments where Diddy was probably sitting there thinking in his head, like, I'm me. I'm the mogul. You ain't shit. Who the fuck you think you are? And think about the fact that they got into a physical altercation and he probably was sitting there like, you know what? Just slap it. Like, Drake. I mean,
like I
Blake,
said, go
Blake.
back and look at them making of the band clips. And you got to remember how young these people were on making of the band. They were barely legal. They were just now 18, maybe in their early 20s. These are children. These are young adults that he's manipulating. Like the manipulation of it all, the gaslighting of it all. I'm trying to tell you.
He wasn't the only one. MTV, y'all was definitely up. But anyway, once again, if you watch American Psycho, you know they're making a play off the conversation that Patrick Bateman had with your boy Paul, and him sitting there looking at him like, okay, I got you. I got something for you.
Oh yeah, not to mention in American Psycho, he would say stuff, but that's not really what he said. Like he would say stuff like out loud that was rad crazy, but that ain't really what he said, but that's what he really wanted to say.
But see, that's why I said we're gonna have to do something with that movie. I feel like it's definitely worthy of a review and talking about, especially with that ending, because I watched later on with the director. I'll listen to interviews with the director. I can't remember his name or whatever, but he said he left that ending open for people to have their own perception of if they think he did or he didn't do it or what they think happened. I'm like,
yeah, because you don't even know if he's the real Bateman.
And we're talking about American Psycho, y'all.
Yeah, because so many people call him a different name, and I'm like, has he introduced himself as a different person multiple times, or do people not really who really knows who he is?
That's why it's worth the rewatch, because we might not notice at certain points that he might be even calling himself a different name at certain points and not even notice. Or his girlfriend, what was it, Reese Witherspoon that was playing his actual girlfriend, I think.
But yeah, that's another thing. He tells her to call him this name, and it's so much going on in that movie that's just really ambiguous. And I mean, but they made it that way.
But your boy B City, he decides to invite Blake over because he want to hear more about his intellect with this certain song that he feels like he shouldn't be on, but he should just be in the background. But that ain't all B City want to do, because once again, B City has a bloodlust now. And once
Mm-hmm.
it starts, it don't stop.
I can really do this all night, man. Chill.
Hey, Blake!
Yeah.
How many Grammys now, motherfucker? You new age artist? yeah. How many songs can you make now?
This is unintentionally hilarious. The music, the background music, though. I'm like,
oh, I love the music. It was always intense. Oh, you talking? Oh, I know what you're talking about. And I'm gonna play one of them clips, because I was like, yo, they are really like mimicking the sounds, and I'm thinking that's got to be some form of copy. I don't know.
It
but
depends.
maybe with everything that it got going on, they can't. I don't.
Well, I know for YouTube specifically, because you remember people used to do covers of songs, and now you can't do that because the record companies flag it and stuff like that. But if you sing the song badly and use the wrong words every now and then, they won't flag it. So that's why I'm like, maybe that's what they was, because I've seen people like they'd be silly and sing the song, but they purposely sing the wrong words, because if they sing the right words and they sound good when they singing it, the record companies will flag it. Yeah.
That's heavy now. And that's what everything. Trust me, I get alerts here and there every now about some 2-year-old videos where they like, yo, you know we need like what? That was 3 seconds.
I be thinking about that scene from
but yes, your boy BC,
Scary Movie that you showed. Yeah, Tubi classic.
Tony, I think it will be. And they doing good jobs because they're not even making them long. These are like 55-minute movies. So it's like get in and get out. But yes, of course, this is making a play off the American Psycho scene with your boy Patrick inviting Paul over because of him.
Hickman about the band itself. Hey, Paul! Start getting a reservation at Dorking now, you fucking stupid bastard!
Oh goodness.
And I'm sorry, y'all. For some of y'all, yes, that's Batman. Yes, that's him. But hey, anyway, Bruce Wayne had his days. We got some more, but before we get to that, I feel like we got. I didn't want to touch on it, but it was very disrespectful in my opinion. It was. I can't say it was funny, but it was kind of like why. Now I didn't expect y'all to go this far, but why would y'all do this? What was even the point of doing this? Like what the? Like what? This, you know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of Notorious with the scene with when they showed what's the name, Craig Mack, and everybody in theater. Once again, I went to theater to watch this shit, and they laughed. They laughed in the theater out loud. I was yeah,
Nah, I'm still on. Oh, Tupac. I'm Tupac. Like, nigga, no, you're not. Papa Doc.
My bad, y'all. I hit the wrong button. But I was at one point thinking like, if y'all show Tupac, bro, I'm gonna probably turn this shit off. Like y'all cannot show Tupac, but to do Biggie like this, bro, like come on. Yes, that's a play off Biggie. Come on now, who else? And they were just like, it was like a flash clip, and I'm like, why are y'all even doing this scene? Tony, is you trying to do the scene from Notorious when my boy Captain America came out the car?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Tupac.
Tupac.
Shout out to Captain America. They ain't gonna let you in Avengers. But after we got my boy doing another Bloodlust massacre, he back into producer mode. And we got Casey. We got your girl Casey. Yes, Casey. And this is where we get into that territory of trying to ask, is this legal or not? Can you do this or can you not do this when it comes to the music? And I guess they can. So we're gonna go along with it.
So they cut that down, cut his off.
They added in some extra drums. And like I said, she don't be
That's
saying,
what they did.
She be saying close enough to the real words, but not.
So they cut that down, cut his off.
Nah. It's like the shit they be doing in like back in the day with Moesha and the Parkers, and they just had that background music playing, and it's just always there. Anytime they at a party or anytime they somewhere, you hear that same beat.
That is exactly what it sounds like.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh my god!
It's the same. Even when they used to do the freestyle Unity songs, it's like, damn, y'all ain't got no new producers, nobody else, because legally they couldn't do that shit. They could play music in there with that. Anyway. B City, he got a little excitement going on with him outside of producing, and this is where we get him trying to, get a little foreplay going on. So now we got some more people getting added to the party. He want a couple more ladies to come over, and once again, they're making references off American Psycho. As far as your boy Patrick Bateman inviting two other young ladies over for a night out. But see, they do a little different with this as far as B City. I did like this scene though, and once again, it's the whole thing playing off even with the music and them making that connection with Patrick Bateman because he's a music philosopher. Like he goes into the detail of the artist, the goddamn artwork of the CD, all of this shit. So them making that whole reference to American Psycho and them doing the whole thing with Diddy and the music mogul and all of that. Just the creativity in it. Then it's also funny.
Have you guys ever heard Mary J. Blige's album 411?
Ever since the release of their 1980 album, Duke. Before that, I really didn't understand any of their work. It was too artsy, too intellectual. It was on Duke where Phil Collins' presence became.
At one point in time, he be talking about Whitney Houston.
He did. I forgot that he did. He went into straight all type of detail with that shit. He got pissed off when he sounded like they weren't listening. He was like, bitch.
Like, you damn right, you better listen. She got one of the greatest voices of all time.
And she do. But we kind of get B City going into a mellow stage with your boy. What was his name? Goddamn, what was his face?
I don't remember.
I'm say Bentley Bondsworth then. Bentley Bondsworth and B City. I guess this is more so of them connecting more. Because Bondsworth has been around B City in all his kind of like darkest moments. So this is him kind of like trying to get through to him and trying to talk to him. But B City is kind of want to be left alone. He kind of get into that mode where he don't know what he wants. All the power and all the money. What do you do? I'm bored. That's kind of where B City is at. Who does that sound like? I'm bored now. I don't want to produce no more. So now he kind of getting into this predatory mode. Because it's like, now that I'm bored, what can I do that kind of like take it up to another notch, take my excitement level to another notch? What could I do since I got all this money and power? He starts wanting to mix it up. And I think this is kind of going into the allegations where I know we heard that one Pacific story where, you know, you had the male guy and what was it? Casey. I'm getting it right. I done did it good tonight, y'all. But yes, Casey. But you got your boy B City wanting to do a little more extreme things. And I love the way they introduced my man just having a strap on his chest already. Just like, hey, I'm just here. Like,
my thing is, I feel like people will get a lot of shit misconstrued about this whole thing, not this scene in particular, but about the actual allegations with Cassie, because they make it seem like she was always a willing participant. And I'm like, just because you're a willing participant in something one time doesn't mean that you're a willing participant every time. Plus, if you're unknowingly being drugged, you are definitely not a willing
participant. It don't mean you're supposed to get your ass whooped. I don't give a fuck what you want to participate in. What do that mean you're supposed to still get your ass whooped? No. And even with this scene, because it was them things out there saying that she was not only a participant, she took charge in some of those moments. As far as Cassie, she supposedly took charge, and they even have a scene in this where she kind of like I got this. You go ahead and do what you do, but it's more so showing him kind of going overboard because y'all know the thing with him and the Pink Panther. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, your boy B City, he don't know his limits, and now he's starting to phase out. But this is when he kind of. This almost like his Incredible Hulk moment where the bloodlust starts to rise in him, and it kind of wakes him up. It kind of sows him up, and it even sows him up a little bit too much. Because you got your boy Jay Moret in here, like, what the hell did I do? My bad, y'all. I'm just playing. Y'all know Jay Moret. Shout out to Jay Moret. But B City, in the moment of him passing out, he kind of seen some things going on between him and his girl Casey. Which I'm thinking that's what you wanted, right? Ain't that was your whole end game with you bringing them all together? So, yeah.
Right.
But with him passing out, I'm guessing he forgot about all of that. And his bloodlust comes out again, and he ends up taking your boy out with the strap on his chest. Same way he took out Blake. So I'm thinking Casey knew a lot of these dark moments that he was having, but she kind of just stood back because of out of fear. And once again, with them still trying to be funny, they was my bad, y'all. Damn, on the implications of Cassie being around, you know, a lot of the allegations that Puffy had going on, and like she being too afraid to speak up because of the power and because of the influence and all of that. And that's what they kind of do throughout. And even with the references with Patrick Bateman, as far as American Psycho, he's a big Wall Street guy, a lot of power. He can make things happen. He can make things disappear. Think about the homeless guy he killed in that scene. It's like, nigga, you ain't nothing. You ain't nobody worrying about you as far as we know. So it's like, hey, and think about the street hookers that he killed in that one scene. If you ever seen the movie, yeah, I'm giving away spoilers. Yeah. The movie in the 90s, I should have seen that shit. But anyway, it's like, y'all, nobody gonna be worried about them. It's kind of the people he was choosing. And that's why I like kind of the references that I make, because it's like with the situations with Puffy, allegedly, as far as some of the people he was choosing, as far as him being this big power mogul. And it's like, y'all ain't nobody. Ain't nobody going to be listening to y'all. Who they going to listen to, me or y'all, being that I'm who I am. The little Tubi movie that could. That's all I'm saying. But they was really creative, so I'm gonna give them their credit with what they were doing. Because
really
I never thought of Patrick Bateman in the American Psycho movie. I never thought of it. But we get your boy B City wanting to apologize to your girl Casey because he's like, damn, I've been doing a lot of horrendous things, and you still with me. I want you to stick with me. Don't leave me, please. I'm gonna get some of this Pink Panther. We'll order up some room service. You're gonna be right here, right? But this is kind of Casey's escape moment. And she feeling like this is my opportunity. After everything you done, after everything you done kind of, the situations you done put me in, now it's my time to get out. And your girl, hey.
Good day.
Run, bitch! Run!
I mean,
Yo,
but yeah, they went there. I was like, is this supposed
it's
to be
like
like the
you,
the
that was
chainsaw scene?
brutal. And I'm sorry.
It was hard. I can't stand this. It's the look over the glass. But yes, that had to be censored because yes, he was unclothed.
Yes, y'all. That's why I call that scene brilliant. Yes, I'm calling the Tubi scene brilliant because there's so many references that made sense with them doing what they did with that scene. As far as the reference to American Psycho, and you know the famous video, well, not the famous video, but the very tragic video as far as Diddy and what he did to Cassie in that hotel. So then the reason I call it brilliant is because of the reference to the other movie, not because of what happened with Cassie. Ain't no shape or form. But just them doing what they did with that and the creativity behind it, it was like, damn. Hey, shout out to the cameraman, Tony. My boy, you could tell he was breathing hard and he was sitting there.
But you know what's fun? As shaky as it was actually good in a way. You know what I mean? Because it's like you getting that sense of her back, like you feeling the anxiety of her being chased.
And when he was standing in front of them, that's different. Especially B City when him holding the towel. But I want to give credit to the actor playing B City because even with the way he was running and embodying the way Diddy was running on that hotel video, that was just saying.
I mean everything, including the singing "Happy Birthday," the calling of the other dude's daddy, and all of that. Like, yeah, he played that damn part.
Y'all,
like I said,
make a wish. Just blow it out. It's your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs. God damn it, I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
I miss
this birthday
with
party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before.
Why?
You can see how uncomfortable he is, and it's
ain't
sad.
Never heard fabulous stuff, especially for the lyricist that he is.
Exactly.
That's the first time you heard Jadakiss sit there like, put my hood. I ain't got no hair on my head.
I'm about to say Jada already know because he been with Diddy since the earth.
They even look at the jump Diddy. Y'all remember the radio station? But yes, man. Once again, the references, what they was able to do with that scene, this pretty much them cutting over to the whole thing with the SWAT showing up, and that was real footage. I already know that was real footage when they got to that point. But I was like, okay, this is it. They ain't gonna go no further than this. Okay, we done now, right? I'm surprised they didn't have no baby oil nowhere, Tony. I'm surprised they didn't do nothing with the baby oil. But like I said, we got Scary Movie 6
that would be the
coming.
Boondocks episode. The Boondocks episode would do that.
We good. We got Scary Movie 6 coming. We good. I'm just waiting on Scary Movie 6.
Oh my God, yes. I'm trying to tell you, I want to see them do that smile scene so bad.
And, thank you, Soldier Boy. Thank you too. You're gonna be in there too. Yeah.
Yo, that would be crazy if the dance scene they had them doing that.
Whatever y'all do, don't do my boy wrong. As far as at the beginning of Smile 2, Wayne's, don't do him like that, man. Please. I wasn't even thinking about Smile either. Damn.
Yo, you know they gonna have Megan in there. She gonna be cramping though.
I hope they do, man. And the fact that they're gonna be able to go back.
There's so much material they got to go off of. Oh God.
But we get your boy B City coming out apologizing. Yes. The B City apology video, y'all. I don't have to tell y'all. Y'all know they making references to goddamn Puff Daddy apology video. And once again, I gotta give credit, and we've been giving credit to this dude playing B City. Because the mannerisms, man. Once again, it's one thing to try to talk like somebody, act like somebody. Nigga, Anthony Mackie is a actor, and he couldn't do shit to play Tupac. Not one, nothing. I don't give nothing. And this dude right here.
Sometimes it's hard to reflect on the most difficult times of your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I hit rock bottom. I was fucked up. My actions on that.
You know what's funny? This also looks like the apology video that from Blink Twice.
Hey, are we gonna do? You want to do a review on it? Because I watched that late, and I was like,
Blink Twice.
I got to it late.
Because man, I got a lot of things to say about the Substance. Because that it's a lot that I couldn't believe they
Tony,
went there at the end. I was like, they really doing this?
You giving them ideas now, Tony? Meg Thee more likely to be in that movie now.
Oh, she might be.
No, you know what? They're not gonna have her in the movie because they more than likely gonna do some.
They gotta get a crumper. I want to see.
I don't want to say it, but I would think that being who I think the Waynes is, they're gonna more than likely do some Tory shit.
You know what? I'm like, has it been long enough for it to be funny? But no, like seriously, Scary Movie 6. Scary Movie 6 has to be. They have to go there. They have to go back because if you watch the old the first two, that shit holds up. It's still funny, even though it's raw and raunchy and like everybody got.
They had Sean getting a penis through his ear, and they showed the shit. They showed it most.
Yes, like I said, that's why I was like. Did you get flagged for that video where you showed the part where Cindy was talking to Miss Man, the PE teacher?
Nope. I got flagged for worse shit, and I didn't get flagged for that.
That's crazy because that was a whole sack of balls.
Nigga, thank you. Why you bring? Now you got YouTube over here. Oh, let me go. Okay, thank you. Yes, if we do get a sequel to African American Psycho, more than likely they're gonna do the Making the Band versions, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. So, and I would say the band version.
Yeah, they gotta do the band. That's that. I'm gonna say honestly, I don't want to see Danity Kane on Day 26 because I feel like they were so young, and that was. I mean, yes, the band was young, but like the iconicness of what they went through and how Dave Chappelle already did something.
I want to be honest. I feel like they was just too street to. They came from too much to let shit go down. Because I don't listen to some of their interviews. And Freddie People, one of the people said, none of that funny shit went down in front of me. And even Babs, he was like, nah, nothing because of the. I think he was like, oh no. Nah,
yeah, they're too street. First of all, Freddie is from Florida. Fred is from Florida. You remember when him and Ness got into a fight, and Ness from Philly?
Babs, Brooklyn.
Like I said, stop with the Florida people. They not
New Orleans. That's only real gullible one was there, Sarah. But hands on the band, Tony. You've been doing these references for years now, bro. You got you just be.
So are we gonna watch the other two? We're gonna watch the other two about the rapper that got shot in the foot and the actor that got chased through the city.
I started a new one today called The Candy Store on Tubi. I think I might have to do
I had that saved in my list. I got a bunch of stuff saved in my list.
I ain't finished it, but I think to do that with first.
I seriously randomly be watching stuff on Tubi. I'm like, it's free. It's free.
I got to chill sometimes because I can't sit there and keep watching the violence fucking movies.
Well, that's why I watch a bunch of different things. I watch. I watch.
See, that's why I like the horror. See, I'm able to get in some of them different things. But once I see my nigga who played Notorious on the movie, I'm like, I might check that out because he done try to switch it up a little bit because I think he owned Tubi or something, or he got some type of ownership in Tubi. And it's the actor who played Notorious, y'all. One of the worst biopics in this world, but he did what he was able to try to do. But in my opinion, it's one of the worst biopics in this world. It's one of the worst.
It's up there with Aaliyah. It's up there with Brittany Murphy. It's up there with Britney Spears. And I know people like, why are you talking about the white girls? Because they fuck. Like, if you ever watch that Brittany Murphy movie, you be like, who the? Because she was around a lot of different people, and it's so like her death. If you look that shit up, that shit is weird as fuck. It is so weird. Like it's. I'm serious, and it's something not right about her death, and then the fact that if like since we talking about webs, because I watched this one girl, she got this web going on, like the detective webs, and Diddy is on her web. Well, you got the Diddy and Britney situation because Britney Spears partied with Diddy in Las Vegas the night before she did the MTV Awards. And they said that the security had to carry her out of there. And I'm like, did she get a hold of one of the wrong bottles? What happened to Britney? Anyway, then you got Ashton Kutcher, who used to date Brittany Murphy, and the web is webbing, and it's crazy. And I'm just like, this is too much.
Facts, Tony. It's like back in the day when you find them random BET movies on. Like Prison Song with Q-Tip and shit like that. Like you just find them random BET movies on, like Silver Brand, with the girls in prison, with Pam, like them random ass movies that just come on BET.
Yeah.
Once again, y'all, more than likely our next one will be The Candy Store. I think that's a very interesting one. It's something different. Like I said, I do like to dabble in the Tubi horror films, and this one definitely looks interesting. It was it's a black horror film. And like I said, I'm definitely trying to dive into that this year. We got the big ones coming out, Sinners and The Woman in the Yard. And I think Shudder got some coming out that I'm gonna have to look up and see. But yeah, outside of that, I'm still planning on doing the movie verses as far as Deep Blue Sea versus Anaconda. But we'll keep y'all on the heads up. More than likely, though, I'm gonna try to jump into an episode of Uncut Ish talk or Beats and Mics because we got a couple of things I want to get into, particularly the J. Cole new song. Because like I said, I'm gonna just wait because I know y'all. I have my opinion as far as the whole thing with him talking that talk, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna just wait for my opinion.
Doechii going through it with the whole accusations of being an industry plant, and now they're like, "Oh, she's Nicki clone. She copying Nicki," and I'm like, that goes to show y'all
Doechii,
just don't know shit.
all you have to do is release music. Just release music.
No, I'm not saying that she's going through it mentally. I'm saying on the internet streets, they trying to drag her name and be like, she's just a Nicki clone. She's inspired by Nicki. And I'm like, she said she was inspired by Nicki. Did y'all not watch the Breakfast Club interview? And the Breakfast Club interview was like 2 or 3 years old. Once again, like I said,
we still might get that. Because I was about to say Nicki got, another album about to come out, and more than likely we're going to get that Doechii collaboration, I would think. But I know the whole thing with Drake, and so I don't know, maybe, is she that loyal to Drake, or is she not? So that's the whole thing. Or maybe she going to look at it like Doechii ain't got shit to do with it.
She don't know. And I don't know. It just depends on how petty they want to be. Because I'm like, I don't think Doechii collabed with anybody that Nicki doesn't like. You know what I mean?
Anybody that Nicki don't like, they ain't on the level to be, I think, on a song with Doechii. Just to be honest, I'm just being honest. I don't.
Oh, I'm about to say the only person I think she could. No.
Mm-mm.
No, because no, her. Wait.
Who?
I don't know. No, they don't. And then they want to come out and just say stupid shit. Like when I first started seeing the whole, is Doechii an industry plant? And I was like, because how long ago did I tell y'all about Doechii? How long ago did I tell y'all about Doechii? And I was like, she's
going on about maybe 2.5 years ago. You were speaking on it. Because this is even when we were going into the whole thing with Doja Cat. And talking about, you definitely was speaking on it.
That's why I'm like, she's not an industry plant. It's annoying because the way people receive information on the internet and don't do any research into where shit came from. That's just like I heard a white person say Debo'd. And I was like, do they even know who Debo is? Do they even know what the reference to being Debo'd is? Do they even know who Tiny is? Rest in peace.
I would think,
like, what the fuck?
Looking off the label she's coming off of and look at the history and the talent behind that label, you would think, like, you think they just push out industry plants, TDE? I don't think so. Ain't none of them on there no industry plant.
I feel like people just don't like her, so people just say whatever, you know. So somebody said, just say you hate black women instead of coming out with these industry plants accusations. And I was like, I wish a lot of people just be blatant about that shit because that's what it feels like a lot. It feels like a lot of that
especially
shit.
When the music is as good as it is, especially coming from her. Like that alligator never bites. So alligator, man.
Alligator bites never heal.
Either way.
Well, I struggle with the name too, so.
That, just the beats and just her coming on there the way she was coming on there, man.
I saw people saying they didn't know she did what it is. I didn't know that and then people were saying they didn't know about, like, they was like, I heard that song before, but I didn't know it was Doechii. So y'all really just be listening to shit and don't know who the artist is. We got Hound. We got what's the other apps where you can push the button? Shazam.
We're gonna be here to break it down for y'all. Don't worry. Doechii definitely gonna be on this platform, so just be prepared. Music wise, I'm definitely gonna be getting back on Beats and Mic, so that might be one of the things I bring up since we want to talk about J. Cole. I'm gonna see if we got a couple more music topics to bring in. So we'll let y'all know. Did you ever
talk about that Lil Baby album?
Nah, that's why I said I think I want to do Beats and Mics to talk about some music. Because even with the Weeknd, I've been listening to the Weeknd album a little bit. It sounded pretty good. I'm enjoying that, and even getting back to SZA, I gotta still get back on Lana. I ain't been able to catch all of it.
Did you listen to the collaboration album with Drake and Party Next Door?
Oh yes, I want to talk about that. I do want to talk about that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, just off what I've been listening to so far, I'm liking it. I am. It's a Drake album, but I'm liking it. Party Next Door ain't got shit to do with the album, by the way. It got shit to do with it.
I think it's weird that
Drake got
people
a solo song on there.
I think it's weird that people can't critique shit anymore because T-Pain said this sounds like a bunch of songs that were throwaway songs from his old albums, and then he just put Party Next Door on it, or vice versa. And I was like, what's wrong with him saying that? Like, y'all mad because he really might be making a real valid point. He didn't say it was bad. He didn't say it was trash. He just said this album doesn't sound like he took the time to sit down and come up with a concept and all that shit. It just sounded like a bunch of songs that were throwaways from another song, from other albums. And I was like, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Nah, because Party was writing a lot of shit with Drake or for Drake. As far, especially them slow melodic songs.
You know what?
That shit don't sound nothing like that on this new album.
So at the beginning of SOS, so the song SOS on SOS, like the intro. So that that beat, Drake rapped on that beat too. And I don't know if Leon Thomas had something to do with both of them. Because I know he had something to do with both of them albums, but I don't know if he had something to do with both of them using that beat. But it's funny because SZA started out saying that all that shit I wrote for free, I want it back. And I'm like, was she writing for other people for free? And then the fact that she on the same beat that Drake was, is she talking about? Anyway, because SZA writes like a rapper. You could literally rap her lyrics.
They definitely had collaborations early on in their career, especially early on in both of their careers, SZA and his. So
I'm like, woo, was she taking shots already? Yeah. Just off gate, like, damn.
I mean,
you go back
to The Weeknd. The Weeknd wrote, he took Take Care, if I'm not mistaken, was majority of the Weeknd's album was supposed to be some shit for the Weeknd that he gave to Drake. Just like 50 did with The Game. Now, I don't know all I threw it in there. Shout out to 50. 50, you out here tripping too. I got to talk about you too. I mean, you not tripping, my bad. Yeah, how you doing with Joe? So, but you know it's G-Unit over here. But anyway, it's not NyQuil, Tony. I think it's got some tracks on there. It's just an R&B album for Party. It should say featuring.
No. Okay. See, I get what he's saying about the NyQuil because I tried to listen to Party's album that he came out with recently, and I was like, I get that he was trying to take us through a story, but it was not appealing to me. I was just kind of like, and I ain't never went back to it. I don't think I even finished it. I didn't even try to listen to this one because I'm just like, at the mind state I am, I don't care.
You talking about the new one from 6 songs?
Yeah.
You gotta listen to it.
I ain't touched it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go and jump into that this weekend because I want to go and talk about Cole. Yeah. We need to go and jump into that.
I just feel like people are.
We gotta talk about his so-called response. Give me a hug. That's basically him talking shit. It's him. It's a preview to, I think, coming events with him in a solo album.
So he's not gonna take a break.
Oh no, he's not letting that shit go. He's not. That nigga just told DJ Khaled, I'm not doing no more collaborations. I told anybody that want to do anything is done. So he got all the time in the world to do whatever he about to do. Outside of the suing shit.
They not working together because he's still the fact that right. The fact that the fact that Rihanna stood up and hugged Chris Brown at a fashion show, and I don't even think she would do that for Drake. The fact that Rihanna shaded Drake on the end, like the fact, because they was like, would you want somebody to write you a love song or a love letter? She was like, Ew. Please don't write the love song. It's so corny.
And that's definitely
Like everybody was like, dang, y'all forgot Rihanna's the clapback queen. Y'all remember when her and Sierra got into it and her and Tiana Taylor got into it? And I'm like, y'all gotta remember how old she was. She was like 21, 22. She was talking shit on Twitter. She was hell on wheels.
Yeah, Tiana Taylor smoke different now. Tiana Taylor smoke different.
I mean, this was back in the day when Rihanna was making more money than she still is. She Who? Oh, you talking about Rihanna?
Sierra. Well, all of them family people.
Oh, yeah. All of them are family. I'm about to say the only one that ain't married like that is Tiana, because her and Iman got a divorce.
But outside of that, my bad, y'all kind of went into our little side beats and mics episode. Ain't gonna cut this. So, but yes, like I said, I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna either do beats and mics and uncut this weekend. But hopefully, like I said, I do the movie versus Anaconda versus Deep Blue Sea, or Deep Blue Sea versus Anaconda, whatever. Because I've been having that set up forever. So yeah, we're gonna try to do that too. But anyway, let us know how y'all feeling about our Tubi review as far as African American Psycho, the hip hop freak. Like I said, more than likely our next Tubi review will be The Candy Store, and after that we're gonna try to dive into another one as far as the woman who got shot in the leg, or it's a couple of them. It's a bunch of them.
It's the rapper that got shot in the foot. I think that's what they said, and then the actor that got chased through the city.
Oh, that one. That's what I'm gonna do next first. I want to do the actor who got chased. We gotta do that. Well,
bruh,
I seen the trailer for that one, and I was, oh yeah, we got to. But like I said, The Candy Store probably be done before that. Like I said, that's something different and look like it's interesting. As interesting as it could be. But outside of that, like I said, we'll let y'all know as far as beats and mics or uncut this weekend, because like I said, we do want to get into some music. If the deal want to listen to some Little Baby or some, what's the one you say you ain't listen to? Drake and Party Next Door.
Yeah, I ain't listen to Lil Baby either. Yeah, because I wasn't into his last album. No, because his last album, and that's the thing. Like, it's not for real. Because like, if you keep putting out albums that I'm just not interested in, I'm not gonna keep going back and listen to your music. And like, Lil Baby has not put out anything that I've been remotely interested in. Period. Neither. I mean, like even with Drake. So what was the For All the Dogs and then the Scary Hour edition? I don't think I went back and listened to any of those songs. Period. And it's just because like,
what's that one he dropped? The summer album he dropped, like with that had like the disco like beats on there and shit or whatever.
Oh, what the hell is the name of that? I actually did listen to that album multiple times. But see, and that's what I'm saying. I actually listened, and then even Certified Lover Boy had hits. I mean, did the hit stick? As far as like longevity,
that's what I think I like.
But yeah, I mean, I just, to me, I've never been a person that was a Drake fan from the get go. Like, I liked songs and I liked songs he was on, but I liked him better as somebody on the hook or doing ad libs or something like that. Don't get me wrong, he got some hot verses and shit like that, but it's just like, yeah, I didn't like Her Loss. I didn't like For All the Dogs. I didn't. Honestly, never mind. Like I listened to that multiple times. Because I like dance music. Certified Lover Boy. I still listen to songs off of that, but it's just like, other than that, you going back into like the golden ages. I feel like a lot of artists don't understand how to pivot, or if what they was doing consistently isn't working anymore. Yeah, you gotta pivot. You gotta do something different. Like, and a lot of artists don't understand it, especially like when the generation, like, it's been a generational shift. So yes, Gen Z like him, but that's because they grew up on him. I was a grown ass person when Drake came out. So like, that's the same with like Nicki Minaj. Like how girls be like, oh, Nicki's my favorite rapper. You grew up with Nicki. I grew up with Kim. So like there's a big difference. You didn't grow up with the same music that I grew up with. And it gives people different perspectives. But like to say that one person or anybody is the greatest at that period, it's just so weird as fuck to me. Like I feel like there's top people at the pack, but the pack can change at any point. And I feel like people won't let this shit go that the pack can change. I mean, yes, he had his moment in the sun. Say what?
And I know we big fans of Nas, and I know Nas ain't like the biggest rap superstar these days, but still, the way he's been able to elevate his sound with Hit Boy and continue to keep elevating that sound and change it.
Exactly. Like I tell everybody, Nas made 6 albums in 3 years, and I can't even say that any of them are terrible. None of them sound the same. None of them are terrible, and they were all produced by the same person.
And shout out to Hit Boy for that production.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, give this man his props. Y'all are hyping up somebody that ain't came out with good 3 albums in 3 years. But Nas came out with 6 in 3 years. The fuck? But then also somebody said rap does need to be broken up into categories as far as like now we got the melodic rap category, and it's like we need adult contemporary rap because Nas would have sweet adult contemporary rap. And I'm like, true, because that's what it is. Because yes, Nas has 16-year-old fans and 60-year-old fans, but he's not talking about shit that kids care about. Neither is Schoolboy Q.
I can't wait to Clips drop an album.
That's what I mean. Like it's a lot of shit that y'all like these kids on the internet, or even these grown people on the internet are wanting to be with the relevancy, and I'm like, I don't still talking about cocaine.
Malice.
But, like I said,
we're gonna get some different perspectives now. We ain't gonna get on cocaine, but the fact that even the snippet we got is a blow to the face by Mike Tyson. Like, nigga, the references, like, what is wrong with you, Pussy? Like, what is wrong? A blow to the face by Mike Tyson.
I mean, I accept people doing one-dimensional rap as long as they good at it. That's like I accept Lil Wayne rap because
elevate it.
Yes, you have to be able to elevate it, because if not, then it's boring and don't nobody care. So
you know what I really love about this collaboration though? It's the fact that we getting a mad Pharrell as far as production because of the shit Drake been talking about doing shit with his jewelry and shit. We getting a mad Pharrell doing production.
No, the funny thing that the damn response is that it's like, how do you feel about it? He was like, I don't. When you let go of something, you let go of how you feel about it. Yes, that's what I was like. That's some grown ass shit. Pharrell is a grown ass man. He wanted to let them go. So basically, and then I think he gave all that money to charity or something like that. So nigga, you paid for something just to say that you have it.
By the way, I'm a fan of Jim Jones. I want to talk about your album too. I know he dropping a new album February 28th. Well, this week, matter of fact. But yeah, with that, Pusha T ain't forgot. I promise you, it's gonna be responses on that album. I promise you. And we're gonna be right there for it. But anyway, y'all, I apologize. We didn't mean to turn this into an episode of Beats and Mics, but this is letting you know we've been going for a minute, and I'm definitely ready to talk about some music. So more than likely, that's what we're gonna do this weekend.
Absolutely.
Y'all update on it. Because I do want to talk about J. Cole Clouds. Once again, I done sit on this song a couple times. I've been listening to this song because I want to try to get a different perspective from what I've had previously from the other song he dropped, as far as I think Portonio or whatever the fuck it was called. I'm sorry. But
look, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Apologizing. Look, he got me my bad, y'all. Anyway. Shout out to anybody came through and joined us tonight. Shout out to Tony. You already know you always coming through.
Oh yeah, we also got to talk about Joey Badass.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of the comments. That's why I said we're doing Beats and Mics, y'all. I'm just let y'all know we're gonna do Beats and Mics this weekend. But he dropped another song too, but I don't think he was talking to anybody, but he did drop another song by Heatmakers, who did a lot of production for Diplomats. So yeah, we're gonna have to definitely talk about Joey Badass, and AKA Unique. Razor Candy coming back out next month, y'all. So Joey Badass doing a lot of promotion right now. But anyway, Tony, 100 ways. If
Oh yeah,
1,000
absolutely.
ways tell you how to die, Pusha T can tell you 1,000 ways to cut coke. So yeah, shout out to Khalil. Anyway, y'all, shout out to anybody who came through and watched our review of African American Psycho, the Hip Hop Freak. Once again, more than likely we'll be back with the Candy Store as far as Tubi, but as far as this weekend, hopefully we can try to do the movie versus and beats and mics, but more than likely we will be doing beats and mics. Like I said, I do got the movie versus already set up, so either way it will be getting done. I just wanted to try to get it done within the month of February because it's a reference to Black History Month with having black characters to make it all the way through a horror movie. Anyway, still be trying to get to it. But once again, shout out to my co-host Adia for coming through, joining me. Apologies for us kind of schedule-wise. Like I said, we do have lives. I have children that are working. I'm working myself, so I'll be having to maneuver around. Adia has a life. She has people that she has to make sure are good. So once again, we will be here because I do appreciate y'all coming through, watching us, and I do be seeing y'all in the comments wanting us to talk about certain things, particularly the music, which we are going to get to. But other than that, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell, let you know when I upload new videos. Other than that, we out.
Hey.